Hello everybody, welcome to M.A.D-PI. Now, after all this drone stuff going on, I thought we'd get back to what we all like but best, you know, the old ghost stories. So, this is True Creepy Experiences, sorry. And it's 15 most haunted hospitals in the United Kingdom. So, join me as I dive in here and see what we got going on, alright? Lovely jubbly. Bear with me, here we go. Come on.
Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in the eerie halls of the 15
Bloody hell.
most haunted hospitals in the United
You want
Kingdom?
to go there, would you?
From chilling apparitions of former patients to unexplained whispers in empty rooms, these hospitals hold stories that are as terrifying as they are unforgettable. Get ready to uncover the haunted history behind each of these spine-tingling locations. 1. Newsham Park Hospital. Liverpool Newsham Park Hospital, a looming Victorian building, stands as a grim reminder of Liverpool's past.
Cool. I love
Originally
Liverpool.
built as an
Liverpool's
orphanage
beautiful
in
city.
1874,
Beautiful
it later
city.
became a mental asylum where its corridors witnessed unimaginable suffering. Rumors say that many
Wow.
orphans faced neglect, isolation, and punishment.
It looks eerie, doesn't
The
it?
infamous Naughty Boys Corridor was where children were sent to be disciplined,
Sorry,
left
babes.
alone in complete darkness, their cries echoing through the cold, damp walls. When the building transitioned into a hospital, it housed patients with severe mental illnesses who endured outdated and harsh treatments. Today, ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts flock to the decaying halls, claiming to hear the faint sound of children's laughter mixed with cries. Shadows flit across empty rooms, and eerie whispers seem to come from nowhere,
Cool.
chilling visitors to the bone. One spirit, a nurse named Mary, reportedly appears in the long hallways, her sad gaze fixed on something just beyond reach.
Cool, that's a...
Some believe she's
I'll have to
searching for
get in
children
there.
who died in her care,
Oh, blind.
bound
Bloody
forever
hell.
to the hospital, tending to souls lost in its dark history.
That's bloody awful. Look. Look.
Hyroids Hospital, West Yorkshire.
Hyroids Hospital.
Hyroids Hospital, with its haunting Victorian
Hyroids?
architecture, opened in the 1880s
You
as an
think what I'm
asylum
thinking?
and quickly gained a reputation for severe treatments and horrific conditions.
Sorry, I
Built
shouldn't be
on vast,
laughing. It's
secluded grounds,
serious, isn't it?
it once housed over 3,000 patients, many of whom endured harsh treatments like electroshock therapy.
Bloody hell.
Stories say
Huh.
that once you entered, you rarely left, and those who died
Christ.
within its walls were often buried on the property.
Bloody hell.
Today,
Bloody
The
hell.
building lies mostly abandoned,
Oh,
but
shit.
the souls of those who suffered there seem to linger.
Oh.
Visitors report
God, look at
seeing
that.
shadowy figures lurking in the hallways.
That's one hell of a
And some
building.
have encountered the ghost of a woman dressed in a white gown near the former treatment rooms.
They're always in white
Her
gowns,
face
aren't they?
appears twisted
Always.
in agony, as if she's reliving the pain of the procedures she endured.
Cool.
Those who feel her presence report a sudden, overwhelming sadness, as if they're being consumed by her sorrow.
Bloody hell.
Hyroid
Bloody hell.
remains a place of mystery and unease, its halls echoing with the cries of spirits that have never found peace.
I'm not surprised. The state of the
Three.
place.
Severals Hospital, Essex.
Severals Hospital, Essex.
Severals Hospital, an asylum from the early 20th century, was infamous for its experimental treatments on patients. Built in 1913, the hospital housed individuals with severe mental illnesses, many of whom were subjected to lobotomies and electroshock therapy.
By the look, oh,
The
I was going to
treatments
say, I
were
didn't think it
brutal,
looked like it was there
and many
anymore.
patients died in agony, their screams echoing through the long, winding corridors. The most frequently seen ghost is that of a young woman believed to have undergone a botched lobotomy. She's often seen wandering the hallways in a hospital gown,
Dip your bread.
her expression one of deep pain and confusion. Witnesses say she vanishes suddenly, leaving behind an icy chill and an overwhelming sense of despair. The rooms are filled with strange cold spots, and the walls seem to hold whispers, as if the souls of the patients are still trapped there,
Ugh.
reliving the torment of their past lives. Several's hospital stands as
Cool,
a stark
blimey.
reminder of the inhumane practices once commonplace in asylums. Its haunted
Cool.
walls bearing
Yeah, I'd
witness
have
to
some of
lives
that.
lost
Go on.
to neglect and cruelty.
Get in there.
4. Northern Asylum.
Northern
Surrey,
Asylum. Sorry.
Deep in the countryside.
Carl, look
Northern
at that.
Asylum was built in 1909.
That's
and
like a
became
church,
notorious
isn't it?
for its harsh and inhumane treatment.
Wow.
The hospital housed patients deemed mentally ill, many
Crikey.
of whom underwent experimental procedures that left them scarred for life. Ghostly figures have been spotted in the now abandoned building, their presence haunting those who dare to enter. One spirit, believed to be a former patient who died during surgery, appears in the old operating room.
Hey, they've turned it
His
into a
figure
church.
shrouded in darkness.
Oh no. Oh, blimey.
Visitors report feeling a sudden wave of fear and dread, as if they're experiencing the torment he endured. His shadow flickers in and out of sight, leaving behind an aura of sadness and unease. Nethern's walls seem to hold the weight of those who suffered within, their spirits forever bound to the hospital, reliving the pain and terror
So-
of their final moments.
Even the builders there were like, fuck this.
5.
I'm gone.
Denbigh Asylum.
I'm gone.
Wales Denbigh Asylum, a sprawling, eerie structure in Wales, opened in
Wow.
1848
Wow.
as a
Wow.
psychiatric hospital.
Aha, aha,
Known for
aha.
its cruel and outdated treatments, it became a place of immense suffering, where
Oi,
patients were
oi,
often
oi.
confined.
Right. That is where M.A.D-PI will be going to soon. I'm telling you. I've been wanting to go here for ages. Ages and ages. All the top people have been there. You know? That I call top. You know? All your Ouija brothers and your Ghosts on Trent and all them guys, you know? Be bloody freaky deaky, wouldn't it? As Casper would say. Ben, sorry. I'd say a big shout out to Ouija Brothers, Beardo, Casper Sight, Ghost on Trent, Bad Cat. Love you all, yeah? Alright, let's do this. Yeah, it's true.
To tiny windowless rooms. Many died within
Wales
its walls,
Nuthouse.
their spirits forever
Oh,
trapped
Welsh
in the
Nuthouse.
building's haunting corridors. The most notorious ghost is known as the Screaming Woman. Legend has it that she was a patient locked away in solitary confinement,
Oh,
where
Christ.
she spent her final days in darkness,
Yeah.
her sanity slipping away.
Yeah.
Her tormented cries can still be heard echoing through the deserted halls,
Can you hear her?
sending chills down the spine of anyone who hears them. Those brave enough to explore the asylum report seeing a ghostly figure,
I would
hands
definitely do
reaching
that.
out, as if
Definitely.
pleading for freedom.
On my own if I
Her
have to.
presence is a haunting reminder of the horrors that took place here. Her restless spirit unable to escape the asylum.
Michael Johnson is a head.
6. St. Thomas's Hospital, London.
St. Thomas's,
one of London's
London.
oldest
Cool.
hospitals.
Look at the
St.
size
Thomas's
of that.
has a reputation for
That's
being haunted by the
huge.
ghost of a nurse
Bloody
known as
hell.
the Grey Lady.
The Grey Lady.
Built in the 12th century,
Cool.
the hospital has seen countless patients over the centuries.
I take it that
Many
bit,
of
the
whom
back
lost
there
their
was the
lives
12th
within
century
its
bit,
walls.
not this bit here.
The Grey Lady is often seen by patients and staff, especially in the older parts of the hospital. Dressed in an old-fashioned uniform, she
Wow.
appears at the bedsides of those near death.
Yeah.
Her
Oh.
presence both comforting and
Oh.
eerie. Some believe she's a former nurse who cared deeply for her patients, her spirit
Good for
lingering
her.
to guide the dying.
Oh,
other
that's
side.
nice, isn't it? That's nice.
Others
That's nice.
find her visit chilling,
That's
as
nice.
her presence often signals the end.
Oh.
Her ghostly figure is a reminder of the hospital's long and storied history, her spirit bound to the place where she devoted her life to helping others.
Good for you.
7. Whittingham Hospital,
Hospital, Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Oh, the
Whittingham
size of that.
Hospital
Bloody hell, it's
opened
massive.
in 1873 and quickly became one of the largest mental health facilities in the
Christ.
UK. It
There's a lot
housed
of mental
thousands
health
of patients,
institutions in England,
many
you know.
of whom were subjected to
There's a
cruel
lot of them.
treatments that
You
left
think we're all
lasting
nutters, wouldn't
scars.
you?
The hospital is now abandoned, but its decaying halls are
Oh
filled with an eerie
Christ!
silence,
What's that?
broken
Shit.
only by the occasional whisper
What
of
a
the past.
shame. What a
The ghost of a
shame.
young child is frequently seen, a tragic reminder of the lives affected by the hospital's dark history. Visitors report hearing soft, childlike singing that drifts down the
Oh.
corridors, creating an atmosphere of sorrow and despair.
God blimey.
Shadows dart around corners, and cold spots appear out of nowhere, as if
Look
the
at this,
spirits
the
of
vast
former patients
size
are
of it. It's
still wandering
massive.
the hall,
I mean,
forever
Christ.
bound to the place that
What a
caused them so
shame.
much
What a
pain.
waste. It's a lot of memories.
Claybury Asylum, Essex.
Surely that's not.
Claybury Asylum, built in 1893, was once home
Is
to
that all?
thousands of patients who
Oh my
endured harsh
God, the whole
treatment
lot
and
of it
neglect.
is. Look at the
The
size
most
of that.
commonly cited ghost is that of a nurse who roams the darkened
Oh, it's
ward,
now all houses
her
and shit
figure
now.
flickering in and out of sight. She's often seen tending to patients who aren't there, her spirit seemingly caught in an endless loop. Those who encounter her report feeling an icy chill
Wow.
and a deep sadness, as
Bloody
if
hell.
they're witnessing her desperate attempts to care for the lost souls of Claybury. The asylum's haunted history lingers in the air, its halls echoing with the memories of those who suffered within its walls. 9.
Now tell me what paranormal investigator wouldn't like to get into that one, eh? Cool. There's quite a few in here I wouldn't mind getting into.
Barnes Hospital.
Barnes
Greater
Hospital,
Manchester
Greater
Hospital's
Manchester.
imposing structure and dark history
Yeah, look
make
at
it
that.
one of the most haunted places in Greater Manchester. Shadows move through the halls, and the ghost, known as the Silent Man,
Oh,
is often
Christ.
seen standing by the entrance,
Bloody hell.
watching visitors with hollow eyes. He's believed to be a former patient
Oh,
who
look
suffered
at
greatly
that.
and died in isolation.
Wow.
Witnesses report feeling an intense sense of dread and foreboding in his presence, as if he's warning them to leave.
Bloody hell.
His figure vanishes
That's a
suddenly,
bit spooky, isn't
leaving
it?
behind an atmosphere heavy with sorrow and despair, his
Oh.
spirit forever tied to the place that witnessed his pain.
Bloody hell. Such a shame.
10. Royal Hope Hospital. Portsmouth Royal Hope Hospital,
It's another
built on the
massive,
site of a
massive
former
hospital.
prison, is haunted by the spirits of those who died on the property. The ghost of a young man in ragged clothing
Shit.
appears in the dark corridors, his expression one of
Wow.
profound sorrow. Believed to be a former prisoner who met a tragic end, he
Oh,
appears at the end
what a
of
shame.
hallways, disappearing when approached. Those who encounter him report a sense of hopelessness and despair, as if his soul is trapped in a place that offers no escape. The hospital's haunted reputation draws thrill seekers, but many leave feeling as though they've encountered something deeply
have you seen House on the Hill? Haunted House on the Hill. It used to be, well, what it is you spend a night there for $1 million. You get a group of young people there, and a load of people, they all go there, and one by one they die off, they get killed off. And it used to be like a lunatic asylum. And whenever I see pictures like that of these people in their white jackets and coats, that's what it reminds me of. If you haven't seen it, watch it if you can. It's not the Vincent Price version, it's a newer version, House on Haunted Hill. Brilliant film. If you like freaky deaky, scary Mary movies.
unsettling. 11.
West Park Asylum. Sorry.
Surrey S. Park Asylum, located in Surrey, opened in the 1920s, and was known for housing patients with severe mental illnesses.
Again, another
The
lunatic
institution
asylum. Another
operated
nut
with
house.
minimal modern facilities
It's mental.
and was notorious
Literally.
for its outdated treatment methods. Over the years, it became a place of loneliness and despair,
Oh, bloody
with
hell.
many patients spending their final days within its bleak walls. After its closure, The abandoned building quickly
Jesus
gained a
Christ.
reputation for paranormal activity.
Yeah, go on.
Paranormal investigators and thrill seekers have reported
Have
eerie
some of this.
feelings of being watched,
Definitely.
unexplainable chills, and strange whispers echoing down the empty corridors. Ghostly figures have been spotted wandering the grounds,
Oh, yeah. Have
believed
to have
to
some
be
of
the
this.
restless spirits of former patients who met tragic ends. Some claim to have seen a woman in a hospital gown drifting through the hallways,
never.
her face etched with sorrow. Others report sudden cold spots, the sound of footsteps behind them, and even flickering lights in rooms that have been left vacant for decades. West Park Asylum
That old bath,
stands
bloody hell.
as a chilling
That's
reminder
one hell of a
of
bath.
a
Look at that.
bygone era of mental
Cool.
health care, its ghosts lingering as echoes of the past.
Crazy.
12. St. Mary's Hospital,
The Isle of
Isle
Wight.
of Wight.
Is this another nut
St. Mary's
house?
Hospital. On the Isle of Wight is a functioning hospital with a long and storied history. Though it continues to operate today, the building is steeped in ghostly legends.
Wow.
Staff members and patients alike have reported encounters with an apparition of a woman dressed in a matron's uniform from the 19th century.
There used to be an old mental asylum, lunatic asylum on the Isle of Wight years and years ago, and it got shut down. So I presume they built it on top of it. It must have done, because that one's not there anymore. People used to go there, paranormal investigators, to that one. So I'm not too sure what year this was.
This spectral figure is thought to be the spirit of a dedicated matron who once oversaw the wards with a strict, watchful eye. Witnesses describe her as a stern but comforting presence, often appearing in times of crisis,
Yeah, bloody hell, there you
or
go.
around patients nearing the end of their lives.
Cool.
Some have felt a gentle hand on their shoulder, only to turn and find no one there.
Looks
while
like a
others
jail, doesn't it?
report seeing her figure pass through walls or fade away before their eyes. The matron's ghost is said to be protective, watching over both staff and patients as she once did in life. The eerie yet gentle nature of her presence has turned St. Mary's Hospital into one of the most haunted locations on the Isle of Wight,
Brilliant.
where the living and the dead seem to coexist.
That's
13.
hospitals. That's hospitals in general, isn't it?
Hellingly Hospital.
Hellingly
East
Hospital.
Sussex,
Oh, God.
Hellingly Hospital,
Hellingly.
an abandoned psychiatric facility
Oh, another
in
one.
East Sussex, has a reputation that strikes fear into the hearts of those who dare to enter its decaying halls.
Cool.
Opened in 1903, it was a self-contained asylum
Cool. Could
where
you
patients
imagine?
received treatments
Oh.
that were often harsh by today's standards.
Yeah, could you imagine the treatment?
hospital was
Wow.
eventually closed.
Wow.
And left to decay.
Wow.
But many believe that the souls of its former patients never truly left. The empty halls are filled with an unsettling silence,
That's a scary
occasionally
looking
broken
place.
by
Don't it?
unexplained sounds. Visitors report hearing distant voices,
Another serious shame.
as
Look at
though
a beautiful
someone
building.
is whispering just out of sight. Other experiences include disembodied knocks, shadows flitting across walls, and
It's-
the unsettling feeling of being followed.
It's
One
got to be
particularly
paranormal there. It's
chilling
got to be.
sighting is of a young girl who appears in the hospital's corridors, her dress torn and her expression vacant. She vanishes whenever someone tries to approach her,
Oh,
leaving
a
behind
shame.
an overwhelming sense of sorrow and loss. Hellingly Hospital remains
Crazy.
a ghostly relic of a dark past, its crumbling walls bearing witness to countless stories of suffering and despair. 14.
Big old gaff though, isn't it?
Goodmyes
Good
Hospital.
Myers Hospital, London.
Goodmyes Hospital, located in London, has a history steeped in mystery and
Bloody
tragedy.
massive buildings,
Built
man.
in the early 20th century as a mental health institution,
Another one.
it was known for its rigorous and, at times,
Oh, blimey.
inhumane treatment.
Yeah, I can.
While parts of
Imagine.
the hospital are still operational, there are older, unused sections that are rumored to be haunted. Staff members and patients have reported strange occurrences,
It looks like someone's house.
particularly in the older wards,
Yeah,
where
that's
few dare
a
to
ward.
venture
That's
alone.
someone's gaff.
The faint sound of footsteps ghostly murmurs, and the occasional slam of doors are common phenomena. One of the most unnerving sightings is that of a shadowy figure, often described as a man wearing an old-fashioned doctor's coat. He's seen drifting through the corridors, seemingly lost in thought, as if he's searching for someone or something. Some believe he was a doctor who tragically died on the premises, his spirit doomed to wander the hospital for eternity. Those who encounter him often report an inexplicable feeling of dread, as if his presence stirs up the residual anguish of the patients who once suffered within these walls.
Cool.
15.
Here we go. Cane Hill Asylum.
Surrey Hain Hill Asylum in Surrey was one of the most infamous psychiatric hospitals.
This is one you want to go to.
Before it was demolished.
I'd like to go. Oh,
opened in the late 19th
ain't going there then, are we?
The hospital housed thousands of patients, many of whom endured a bleak and isolated existence. The asylum was known for its grueling conditions, with patients often left to languish in their rooms for hours,
Bloody
sometimes
hell.
days.
Wow.
Before its demolition, Cane Hill was a hotspot for ghost hunters and urban explorers.
Wow, yeah, I
who
bet.
reported terrifying encounters
God.
within its decaying structure.
Oh, what a shame.
One of the most well-known spirits was that of a patient who was confined to the asylum for most of his life.
What a shame we got knocked down,
His
eh?
ghost was often seen in the abandoned ward,
Probably dangerous though, isn't it?
wandering aimlessly, his expression blank and hollow. Those who saw him reported an overwhelming feeling of sorrow, as though his spirit was crying out for release. Other visitors described hearing disembodied voices, faint screams, and footsteps echoing down empty corridors.
Bloody hell. Look at
Even
that.
though Cane Hill has since been torn down, those who visited before its demolition claim the land still holds an eerie, oppressive energy, as if the tortured souls of former patients still linger. Which of the 15 most haunted hospitals in the United Kingdom gave you chills? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more ghostly tales and haunted explorations. Who knows? Maybe you'll dare to visit one of these terrifying hospitals yourself.
Ooh, that's all good. That was good. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below, yeah? Love you loads. Take care. God bless.